Today we are going to see about MATLAB simulation of half wave rectifier and the effect of filter capacitor. So here I'm going to use AC voltage source, okay, and then here I'm going to fix input voltage is 213 into square root of 2. Here we are fixing the peak amplitude for the AC input voltage, and I'm going to use the frequencies with Hertz, and then I'm going to use diode from here, okay, and then I'm going to connect this one, and then next I'm going to use series RLC branch, and then is going to be connected in parallel. Here we have to connect like this, and then here I'm going to connect same RLC branch. So here I'm going to make, this is going to act as a capacitor, open filter capacitor. I'm going to make C, that means I'm going to change the branch type to C, and here I'm going to change the load resistance equal to R. So I'm going to design this model for 100 watts. So I'm going to consider the output voltage is 325. DC is 325 into 325 divided by 100. So here I'm going to design this prepared for 100 watts. Okay. Next I'm going to measure the input voltage. For that I'm going to use voltage measurement block. Here I'm going to measure input voltage, and then here I'm going to measure output voltage. Both will be connected to the scope, okay, to see the result. Here I'm going to use two input. The first input will be source voltage, and second voltage will be output voltage of the rectifier, otherwise voltage across the loop. Okay, next thing is, first you have to simulate the model without filter, okay, and also you have to add another block, nothing but a power GI, because we are using a specialized power system Simulink block, so we need to use that power GI. Next time you have to simulate this model, and then you have to check the result. So this is a result of half rectifier without filter, and also we didn't consider a freewheeling diode, because here we use only R type load, we didn't consider that, okay. And so this is a result of this half rectifier. That means you can see this. So here you can see this yellow color is input voltage and the blue color is output voltage. This is without filtering. Next we need to design the filter. Next process we need to design the filter. In order to design the filter, I'm going to use and that means Texas Instrument Power Stage Designer Pool. This is a software used for designing that power stage designer. In that, just you have to install this software. You can download this tool from the Texas Instrument. Okay, you can use this tool, and then you can click capacitor calculator. Okay, so here you have to provide some basic input. That means what's the input power? That means, so the system is designed for 100 watts. I am going to put 100 watt here, and then they ask to put that voltage level. Here I'm going to fix the minimum voltage level. I'm going to fix 228, and then they asked about to tell you don't be nothing but triple voltage percentage. Here I'm going to design for 20 volt. I'm going to design the triple volt. Del V should be equal to 20 volt. So, and we need to find out the percentage. So here you need to find out 20 divided by 325, because for sinusoid input voltage peak amplitude with 325. That's why I am going to divide with the 325. You can see that this is equal percentage. For equal percentage is around the 6.1 percentage. You have to multiply it with 100. So you will get the 6.15 percentage. Here I'm going to fix 6.15 percentage, and then here you need to fix the minimum frequency. Okay, here I'm going to fix the minimum frequency, which is equal to 49 hertz, because we designed for that means input voltage frequency is 50 hertz. So it maybe goes to below that means some less than 50 hertz. So here I am going to consider minimum line frequency is 49 hertz, and then so after providing this inputs, you can see that value. The value is 257.5. Okay, so here you can provide the detail 57. So this is filter microfarad. So this is filter value. So here I am going to comment out this filter and comment the filter, and then you have to see the result. Here I'm going to see simulate the model. Here you can see that the output will be filter out, but you will get some filter output here. You can see that. So is a charging and a discharging of capacitor. Next you need to check the ripple voltage. For that I'm going to click this one, and then I'm moving the second cursor point here, that means this line here, and then you can see here that here you can measure the voltage here. Voltage will be here you can see that 325, like 325, that means you can see here, right? The first line voltage is, that means this line peak voltage is 325.2. So this one is 304.5. So 306. So here I'm going to consider 325.2 minus 304.2. You are getting ripple voltage is 20, but we design that filter for 20 volt. As per our design calculation, design value, we are getting that almost same percentage. So we are getting around 21 volt. 21 volt means uh, 21 divided by 325, which is equal to 6.46 percentage. Designed that means calculated value is 6.15 percentage, but the actual ripple we are getting around right. So let me design for another voltage. For example, I'm going to design voltage for 30 volt, 30 divided by 25. So this that will be 9.2. Diode to provide here 9.2 percentage. For 9.2% for 30 volt to put, the capacitive value should be 159.02. Here I'm going to change the value of capacitor, which is equal to 159.02, and then I'm going to simulate the model, and then I'm going to check the ripple voltage. So here you can see the value 325.3 and 291.4. Okay, go here you need to subtract 325.3 minus 291. So here you will get the 33.9 volt. When ripple voltage is 33.9 volt, but the actual design value for 30 design for 30 volts, 9.2 percentage of 325. That means 9.2 percentage of 325, so which is even that mean 29.9 volt. That means 0.092 into 325, 29.9 volt, but actually we are getting is 33 volt. So only that around 5 volt, 3 to 5 volt difference from designing theoretical calculation with the that simulation result. So this is the working of this model. That means so this is the effect of filter capacitance in half wave rectifier with the R load. Let me see that I am going to add RL load, and then you have to check the result. So I am going to use 6 millihenry, and then I am going to simulate this same system. So here also you are getting same kind of, there is no changes in the output voltage. So here also you are getting the same kind of output. Next you have to test the system with the without filter. That means now we are using RL low and we are not using filter capacitance. So next you have to check the result of the input out. So we are getting almost same kind of result with the RL load also. So now I am going to use freewheeling diode. So just I am going to connect one freewheeling diode here, and then you have to check the result of the system. Now you can see that after connecting freewheeling diode, we can eliminate that the negative portion. Right here you can see that the negative portion is eliminated because of a freewheeling diode. So this is the effect of a freewheeling diode in the half wave rectifier. And also I am going to enable this filter also, and you have to check the result. Now also you are getting the same kind of question. So the filter effect, that means you need to design the filter based upon following detail. That means power requirement, okay, and then voltage of the input side, and then input voltage percentage, and then line input, that means input source frequency minimum value. Based upon that, we can design that capacitor. Thanks for watching our videos. Kindly subscribe our channel and also click bell icon for notification about upcoming video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.